All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It is Saturday, February 15th, and it's President's Day weekend. Which one is exactly President's Day? I believe it's Monday, but we just celebrate the entire weekend. Yesterday was a very fun Valentine's Day. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day with your loved ones, your significant others. One time I said significant otherin'. Yeah, anything that you did yesterday, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. My kids and I, and my wife, of course, exchanged Valentines, handmade, cute, handmade cards. And then my wife and I went out to dinner. It was really nice. It was really fun. We tried a new Mexican restaurant that she had never gone to. I had gone to with a couple of coworkers, but she, every time we drive by, she's like, "Oh, I always want to try that place." And I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna love it." And it was really fun. Funny enough, we actually ran into one of those coworkers. He had taken his wife to this Mexican restaurant, and I said, "What are you doing here?" Of course I know what he was doing there, but he said, "Oh, you had the same idea as me, huh?" It was really funny, but it's neat to run into people in kind of different situations outside of your usual when you see them. All right, I thought it'd be fun to dive in and let's play all of our puzzles today. So we're going to start with the connections puzzle, and then work our way to the mini crossword, and then we'll play the Wordle, and then the Strands. And then, of course, we're going to play Letterboxd. And, man, Letterboxd kicked my butt yesterday. I don't know if you tried it yesterday, but it was a hard puzzle. Oh, my gosh, it was very challenging yesterday. All right, let's do it. Connections. We are creating 4 groups of 4. So, popular, emotional, cheese, dish, emotional cheese, pan, return, spill, cup, tell, command, alternative, option, short, progressive, control, and blab. Okay, so I saw right next to each other alternative and option. And then other things that have to do with like choices. A popular choice. Control group, a command group, like in an experiment you'll have a control group and a command group. No. Oh, it is close though. Oh, these are buttons on a Mac keyboard. Return, command, control, option. Yeah. Oh, that was the green category? I don't know. Like, you only get that if you have a Mac, right? Because otherwise it's the Alt key and the Control key and the Shift, the Windows key. To spill the beans, to blab, to tell, and to short. To dish out the details. To divulge, yeah. And maybe I guess we'll do these in intended color order today. Popular opinion, alternative, progressive. These sound like political parties almost. Emotional. Words shortened in rock genres. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that. Progressive and alternative. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought of political things for a minute there. Alternative, emo, pop, and prog rock. That's funny. And then short, pan, cheese, and cup. What do those have to do with anything? Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Cheesecake, cupcake, pancake, shortcake. My kids asked if they could make heart-shaped pancakes yesterday in the morning, right after my live stream, and my wife was like, "Okay, fine, yeah, that's fine." They, of course, we shouldn't have too much sugar in our lives, but once in a while, it's totally fine. And so we made pancakes, and they attempted to make heart-shaped pancakes, but they weren't even close to heart-shaped. It was all right. They're pancakes. They tasted fine, but as an art form, maybe we need to go back to the drawing board a little bit. So words on a Mac keyboard, you might have these modifier keys: Command, Control, Option, and Return, instead of Control, Alt, Windows key. Divulge, to blab, to dish, to spill the beans, to tell. Words shortened in rock genres: alt is alternative, emo is emotional, pop is popular, and progressive, prog rock. Nice. And look at that, we did them in intended order. We ended up with purple at the last, and that's cheesecake, cupcake, pancake, shortcake. Nice. Oops, that took me to the wrong page. Here, I admire my puzzle. There we go. Oh, it's a longer one today. Look at that. There's still 5 across. Some of them are 6 across. One's 7 across. Interesting. Governing body of world soccer. Why is my mind going blank? Isn't it the MLS? Or FIFA? It's FIFA. Blank is a world within itself, a language we all understand. Oh, that's I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Sir Duke. Go listen to the song. Sir Duke is the reason that I bought a siren whistle. That part. And then there's this one break where there's a siren whistle that goes woo, and for no other reason. Actually, I use it a couple times. There's a couple of silly times, like the Muppet theme song, the Muppet Show, that you need that very specific whistle sound. And it was pretty expensive. For what I remember, it was like a $70 percussion item. Here I am playing a whistle. But when you need the sound, it's exactly what you need. So I'm glad I had it in my percussion bag. But that's for Sir Duke. It's a fantastic song. Music is a language we all understand. Opposite of rough, maybe smooth. Pictures that employ flip camera button. The kids all do it. It's B-Reels. B-Reels. Did I spell it right? I hope. It's funny, sometimes I'll say to the kids, "All right, I just want to be real with you for a second." They're like, "What? You're going to take a picture with us?" And I'm like, "No. I just want to talk heart to heart with you." And they're like, "Oh." It's interesting how language to one generation means something different to another generation. Away from the ocean. Landlocked. Coastal. No, coastal is near the ocean. I don't know. We'll come back to it. Earthenware pot is a vase. A vessel. I don't know. We'll come back. Clark Blank, aka Superman. That's Clark Kent. All right. Cool bit of trivia. That doesn't fit at all. So maybe smooth is wrong then. We can come back to it. That's fine. A cool bit of trivia is a... That doesn't fit. Admission of ineptitude. I see. Oh, man. Okay, so maybe this one's spelled wrong even. It's be something, be real, but maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Smoothed as fingernails. They are filed. Oh no, I got it faced the wrong way. Go. Filed. Quadruple A in a deck. That's aces. Pittsburgh's Carnegie Mellon University. Rom-com or thriller. Sounds like different genres. Genre. There we go. Totally awesome. Totally awesome. I don't know. Maybe we need these longer ones first. Oh, okay. It was the wrong word. I said smooth. The opposite of rough, smooth. No, the opposite of rough here is gentle. Pictures that employ the flip camera button. No. Okay, maybe it's not be reels then. Flip camera. Oh. I was overthinking that. I was definitely overthinking that. Yeah, Superman, Clark Kent. Sorry, sometimes I get so deep into a puzzle I'm not even looking at the chat go by. There's sometimes I specifically don't look at the chat. You know, like during the Wordle I don't like to look at the chat because then it kind of goofs me up and somebody might give me the answer, you know. Away from the ocean. Oh, just on land. Earthenware pot. I'm not getting that one. Okay, cool bit of trivia. Fun fact. I love saying that. Fun fact. Admission of ineptitude. Getting that one. Admission of ineptitude. Oh, I stink. An admission of ineptitude. I stink. Oh boy. Totally awesome. Why am I not getting this? This is not, it's not clicking. Totally awesome. Oh. Maybe, okay, this is why. Inland. Inland, not on land. Inland. Totally awesome. Sick. There it goes. Yeah, away from the ocean is inland. I lived... growing up, I grew up inland of a couple of major cities on the coast. Not that far. I mean, I could drive only about 10, 15 minutes to the ocean. Just where I grew up there. Governing body of world soccer is FIFA. Music is a world within itself, a language we all understand. Famous lyrics from Stevie Wonder's Sir Duke. This fantastic song. It's got this really great unison part in it. I tried to get my big band to learn it one time, and by the time we were done, it was such a mouthful that they were like, well, let's do easier music. It's a great song. Opposite of rough, gentle. At first I said smooth, but it makes more sense to with the letters there to say gentle. Pictures that employ the flip camera button, selfies. So you're looking at your screen, taking a picture. Away from the ocean, inland, not on land, inland. The inland sea and that sort of thing. Earthenware pot, a crock. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Earthenware pot. Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman. A cool bit of trivia is a fun fact. I love saying fun fact. That's one of my catchphrases, I guess. Admission of ineptitude. I stink. Smoothed as fingernails, filed. And then all 4 A's in the deck. That's all 4 aces. Pittsburgh's Carnegie Mellon. Mellon with 2 L's. Rom-com or thriller. That's whatever genre you're watching. And then totally awesome. Sick. Awesome. Yeah, away from the ocean, inland. I grew up inland. That's awesome. All right. Let's do the Wordle. All right. So my strategy for the Wordle is to just kind of come up with a 5-letter word and sort of, run with it. And then my second step is to then come up with words that don't use any of those letters that have been guessed. I call it a non-intersecting word. And then I come up with maybe even a second non-intersecting word for my third guess. And then by then, I usually have a lot of letters guessed, and I also know which have not been guessed, right? It's like I see what I have, what I don't have, and there are only 26 letters, so the process of elimination, I'm usually able to get it by the 4th guess. Yesterday, it was a tough one because it had a double letter in it, and I actually had to get it on the 6th. We made it right to the very end. Usually I get it on the 4th. All right, so let's start with, I don't know, barge. A little bit of help. We got the R. We could do, let's see, typos. Oh, there's an O. Great. It's in the right place even. So then, there's another one. Child. We're coming up with these pretty quick. Oh my gosh, it's a C word. Nice. Okie doke. All right, so then it's going to be C blank blank O blank. And one of them is an R, so it could be an OR word. Or it could be CR. CR is super common. Croon. Croon's a word. That'll at least tell us the order. No way! Oh my gosh, we're so close. Crook. How about crook? CROOK. Nice. Hey, we did that one lightning speed. Holy cow. We did that one so fast. Yeah, look, see, most of the time I get it on the 4th. And then sometimes I get it right there on the 5th. And then the 6th, it tapers off. Luckily, I've gotten it right every time. I guess my strategy is good for something. And forgive me for not looking at the chat while I do this. But typically I will... I like to struggle through this one myself without any influence, and so I wasn't looking at the chat. Now I will. Ever watched Lingo? I've seen the movie Johnny Lingo. That's probably different than what you're saying. Earth. Earth is a great word because it gives away the E and the A, whether they're part of it or not. It's funny. I sort of like to just sort of look at... I'll just come up with just any old 5-letter word and sort of deal with the consequences. And this one, it gave us the R, which is awesome. Like, for example, Earth. Earth would have given us the exact same knowledge here, right? Earth, there's just an R. And then color, I don't think I would have guessed color The problem is with color is you're guessing the O twice, and it will only tell you once. You know, it's like Mastermind. If you've ever played that old game Mastermind, where it tells you if it's the correct color, but it's in the wrong place, or the correct color in the correct place, and they give you little white pins or black pins accordingly. This kind of process of elimination here. If I were to guess the word color, that's guessing the letter O twice, and it would actually tell me that there were twice because it just so happens that there is a double letter. At that point, we're guessing like the C and the O. That would be more of a risk, I guess. And here where we've got the L, it's not color. It's just a fun game, just really, really fun to get into. Just kind of the science of process of elimination and letter combinations, and I don't know. I don't have a full dictionary inside my head, but I certainly feel fairly confident with the English language. Crook, that's a good one. All right, and today's strands. I wonder, that's not a bad idea, actually. I hope you will forgive me for doing this on my live stream, but it would be helpful for me to kind of move things around just a little bit. So this seems kind of weird. I'm like moving things around, but I am just going to kind of rearrange the furniture just a little bit, if that's okay. Okay, and then this part gets a little weird, but I need to, where is it? Transform, edit transform, and then I can shave a little of this off the top, because eventually we're going to start guessing words, and the words that we guess are going to show up on the top. So right above the letters M and W there, it's going to show up. And so if you'll just indulge me for a sec. Okay. Nice. That will make it so that when we guess the word, they show up at the top. I'll also have to forgive my hair because I just woke up. All right, today's theme, ice packs. And there are 7 words to find. 7 words to find, and so it's really 6 theme words and a spangram. I like looking at corners first. Let's see, ice packs. I see shark. Interesting, it doesn't show up. Okay, this is going to get really strange. I'm sorry I'm doing this on the live stream, but it's something I've been meaning to do for a while and I haven't done it yet. Theme words. No, we really wanted this one. So this is going to get kind of weird really fast. No, I need this. And show transition. I want to transform, edit transform. Wait, I don't have to duplicate it. Hold on, hold the phone. Remove. Yes, and then where's that one? Is it this? Yeah, okay. So then I go up to the top and I say transform, edit transform, and it's just okay, but then it kind of moves that. Oh, that totally works. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've been meaning to do that for quite a while. to put in the word. And if I go too high, then it hides them. But if I'm just standing, sitting where I usually sit, then that's fine to see the guesses. All right. Now you can see what I guessed. That's even better. All right. So we tried shark, but it wasn't it. But I wonder if sharks. Okay, sharks. Now you can see what I guessed. Oh, I love that so much. Great. That's great. Sharks. I may see the spangram right here. Hockey team. There's the spangram. Okay, these are hockey clubs. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh shoot, what are the names of different hockey clubs then? Jets? The Sharks and the Jets. Wait, is there a Jets hockey team? Where are they from? No, this one, the Devils. So there are 3 more. So it's like here and here and here. And they could go diagonal, they could go any which way. I see ING, LIGHTNING, the lightning. Wild. Just the Wild? I thought it was like Wildcats or something. I don't know hockey as well. These Canadian teams. CHE. Avalanche. ANCHE. Avalanche. There we go. Okay, with my limited knowledge of hockey, honestly, we did that pretty well. Like, surprisingly well, honestly. I'll just move it up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we guessed... what did we see first? Sharks. Ice packs. The Sharks. And then we saw the spangram. Hockey team. The Devils. The Jets. The Lightning. Just the Wild. This is so interesting. Like, a lot of teams, football teams or whatever, they're like a mascot. It's the Sharks or the, I don't know, the Titans or the, there's individuals are those things, or they are collectively in hockey. A lot of times, collectively they are the Wild, or they are the Lightning. You know what I mean? Like the Avalanche, singularly, together, collectively. It's kind of interesting. Cool. Yeah, good spangram. And then we will play Letterbox. And hopefully Letterbox is a little easier than it was yesterday, because holy cow, I needed the chat's help. Luckily, there were a ton of people on, and we sort of did it together. There was an X and a Z. And to get rid of the Z, we used the word gizmo, which somebody recommended me. And that's actually a word I use all the time. I was like, oh, I could have thought of that. And then to get rid of the X was the word Dixit, which is Latin for like he said or she said. And then it's also a game, apparently. And I told my kids about that game, and they were like, oh, that sounds really fun. And we had a really similar game, a storytelling game. And they ended up just they got sparked with this creativity of this game that we already own. So we were playing that game for a minute. It was fun. All right, if you haven't played Letterbox before, essentially we're taking these 12 letters and spanning across the box to create these words. So, for example, there's like a CK, but I can't say PL words, right? Plaid or something, or AI, because these are on the same side as each other. And then when we make words, the last letter of the first word then becomes the first letter of the next word. And we try to span them across. It's super fun, super fun. First, we have to do it in 4 words. And then the other thing to note, let's just kind of familiarize ourselves with the puzzle. We'll see if there are any hard letters. Looks pretty doable today. N, P, L, K, A, I, H, D, and C. Oh, and C and H are on the same side. Okay, U-R-E. So I can't make U-R-E words or any R-E words or E-R words. Oh, man, that's going to be tough. Okay, so then let's start thinking of the hard letters. Maybe the H, because the H is on the same side as the C. We're going to have a hard time putting those together. So, and no R-E words. There's no T. There's no S. We do have an L today. Phenylalanine. Am I spelling that wrong? It's not. My click is not clicking. Maybe it has a Y in it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of words that have a PH that could like span around to make that happen. You can't see the letter. Oh, darn. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. Here, I'll have to take a screenshot of what it looks like on the... Because I could lower all of this, you know. Here, let's... View channel. Yeah, true. Oh, man. Okay, true that. Okay, here. If we're fixing things, I may as well fix this, too. Because that looks kind of goofy, doesn't it? All right, let's take that box. There. That might be a little better. Is that better? If we put that lower. Yeah. Oh, that looks better already. That looks better already. Okay. Yeah, that looks so much better. Okie doke. Back to the puzzle. Let's think of what we can do here. Oh, I keep thinking of all these RE words. Pre something, re. Yeah, I really think the H is going to be the hardest letter to get out. So let's maybe start with start a word with that. We have to do it in 4 words. Typically we have to do like, you know, either 4 words or 5 words, 6 words that span together. 6 words, it tends to be a little more wiggle room. You can make more words, but they're harder letters, like an X or a Y or something. If they're all really simple letters like this, then maybe par is actually lower, right? It's less words. Okay, so let's see. Harped. play the harp. It's better if you can get through more letters at once, you know. Dilemma is 2 L's. You can't double letters. You can use letters more than once, but not sequentially, not one after the other. To dine. We could do that. Good thing there's a pretty available E. It's just too bad it's on the same side as the R. Oh, that's a good one. Prank. P-R-A-N-K. So we could maybe start with that, but then we end on a K, right? So then, like, what's a word that starts with a K? C-A-U-L-K, and caulk? No, maybe it's just caulk. Oh, there's no S. Encapsulate. Okay, so let's remember harped and dine. Really what I'm seeing is that we can't do CH. I'm thinking of all these words that start or that end with a K, but I'm having a hard time coming up with a K word. Harped and dine. All right, maybe let's kind of drain the swamp. We'll start up again. A-U-L-K-E-D. Caulked. Okay, that's a good word. And then we end up on the D. We did say dine. We can't say diner because of the ER. Drip. Okay, and then what about the H? PH, we could do PH words. PH. Fill, that's a proper name. Drink, could say drink. Right now the problem is that H. We got to get rid of that H somehow. Panhandle. Oh my gosh, that would totally work. Panhandle. Yes! Oh, great. Oh my gosh. We did it in 3 words instead of 4. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Prance, file. Yeah, oh great. Yeah, there's a lot of different words that start with or end, like audiophile, PHILE. You know what? We did okay. Look at this. We started with caulked, right? If that white stuff in a tube that you can seal up windows and corners and edges and stuff at your house. Caulk makes it watertight. And then drip, and that was a smaller word, but it gave us the R and the I and then the P. And then with the P, I was trying to think of PH words and it just wasn't coming to. I love your idea, thank you. It was awesome for you to come on. I try to do one of these every day, every morning. And thanks for your help, being that sort of fly on the wall to see what I was missing too, like on the organization of the stream where things need to be, the subscribe button and all that get covered up. So thank you for that. Yeah. Okay. So, and then panhandle, great word. I was afraid that it was going to be 2 words, but you know what? Panhandle. It's great. All right. If you are hoping to do the puzzles for yourself, maybe avert your eyes, but for the rest of us, I would love to show you these. So, all right. So in the connections puzzle today, I see words on a Mac keyboard. Right? There's command, control, option, and return. To divulge is to blab, to dish, to spill, and to tell. Excuse me. Words shorten in rock genres. Alternative, alt. Emo for emotional. Pop for popular. Prog rock, right? Prog for progressive. And then the different cakes. Cheesecake, cupcake, pancake, and shortcake. That's a great one. All right, and we did great on the mini crossword today as well. The governing body of world soccer is FIFA. I was thinking MLS, but that's only 3 letters. FIFA. Music is a world within itself with a language we all understand. That is famous words from Stevie Wonder in Sir Duke. Sir Duke is one of those songs that I love. There's some songs that really stick with you. That's one I could listen to over and over and over on my MP3 player. Let me tell you how old I am. I have an MP3 player with this song on it. Opposite of rough. I thought at first maybe smooth, but the answer was gentle. Pictures that employ the flip camera button. I thought at first the B-reel. The kids these days doing their B-reels. The answer was selfies. Selfies. Away from the ocean. Inland. Inland. And then an earthenware pot is a crock. Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman. Cool bit of trivia is a fun fact. That's one of my buzzwords. Fun fact. And then an admission of ineptitude. I stink. Smoothed as fingernails, filed. 4 A's in a deck is the aces. Pittsburgh's Carnegie Mellon with 2 L's, Mellon University. Rom-com or thriller, those are genres. Totally awesome. Sick. That's great. Okay, now the Wordle. If you don't want to see the Wordle, then avert your eyes, but here's the Wordle. All right. So we did great on the Wordle today. I'm seeing barge. So first thing, I just come up with kind of a random 5-letter word and sort of deal with the consequences. And today I came up with the word barge. And that worked for the R, no other letter, and it's in the wrong place. And then we tried the, typos, but the O, there we go. The O there. Actually, now that I'm looking at this one, I bet we could lower all of this, huh? Okay, do you mind if I just kind of take the time to... You see that better? That looks better already, doesn't it? Here, I'll scoot it over so it's centered. Nice. Okay. Looking back at the mini crossword, I might need to rearrange that one too. But look, even just by doing that, you can see it so much better. So much better. Okay. Well, you know what? YouTube is a learning experience. It's a total learning experience. Here, let me just prove my point here. I'm going to go back to the mini crossword, and as much as it looks really good on mine, you guys probably can't see the bottom half of, or the top half of this entire thing. So I'm going to sort of drain the swamp, rearrange. If I put that lower, maybe that's too low, I don't know. There. And that allows this one to go a lot lower. So then the subscribe button and such are not in the way. Let's see that. There's a delay. I'm watching it in real time happening on my stream. So here's the movement down. That's so funny. So I'm watching it move down in real time, and then you see the delay even of the delay. That's so funny. Today, you know, it's Saturday. Relax. We're all doing fine, right? Like nobody has to freak out. We're playing puzzles. We're having a great time. So let me take a screenshot of the new way it looks. I like that quite a bit, actually. Okay, so then the Wordle. I was in the middle of walking through how the Wordle worked. And actually, I like this setup a little better for you, right? If you can see it better. It does cut off the top of a couple of letters, just the bottom half. But you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all for fun. We're just having fun here, right? Yeah, I like that. That's good. I am learning. It's all a learning process. You know, you got to be consistent. You got to evolve. You got to change as you go and learn new things, and that's okay. So I started with barge, right? I just sort of like to come up with a 5-letter word and deal with the consequences. And that one did give me the R, but in the wrong place. And then I come up with a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those first 5 letters. And I came up with typos, which gave us the O, and one of the O's, I guess. And it was in the right place even. And then we did another third non-intersecting word, which was child. And actually there was a C right at the beginning, so that's awesome. But no other letter. And it's okay that it doesn't give you all the other letters because there's only 26 letters. So process of elimination, there's got to be, you know, more letters there. So they either work or they don't. And then with all of the letters that I had, which was a C and somewhere, and an O and then something. So it's either like a C blank blank OR, which is not as, you don't see OR words as much. Or I could do like CR. So I started all these CR ideas, and I came up with croon, which is a great word. The last couple have been sort of music-based, with a ditty and a rumba and a crooning. Right? It's this like soft, mellow singing. And then crook with a K on the end. That's great. Okay, nice. All right, now I want to see what the Strands puzzle looks like. I think it works, but maybe it's too high. Maybe that's it. Okay, if that's too high, man, oh man, what are we going to do there? Because some of these, right, we need to cover these up. There's the hint button. I think what I need to do, this may get kind of messy. I am going to copy this. And then this is the messy part. I'm going to paste it. And then transform it. Sorry, I'm doing this live on the live stream. I'm using this awesome program called OBS. I love OBS. It's a great program. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. It's going to get a little sloppy right here while we're talking here. I am in the process of cropping out the words to make multiple layers. So I've got many, many layers. It almost feels like Photoshop. You're photoshopping on the fly. I've got the theme word, and I'm trying to crop it down to just that one word. And by doing that, I don't know why it takes so long like this, but once you do it, you don't have to do it ever again, right? So it's like, it's fine. It's fine to put up with once. So yeah, I use this program called OBS. Some people will stream using other different programs. I use OBS because I know it. I've used OBS for years and years with great success, right? Not just for what I do right now, but I've used it in teaching in my professional career. It's just a really great program, and I know it pretty well. But just the process of making it happen is a little bit, I don't know, a little rough around the edges. It is open source, so OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software, and Avalanche. There we go. Now we can see that word, and I'm going to give it a little more space at the top. So then when I hit close and I can move it, I'm going to move it just a teensy bit lower. I should probably change the order of these too. That is this one. That is this one. This one, okay. And I'm going to go transform, edit transform. Just going to crop it right to that bitter edge there. I don't want to cut off the letters at all. Okay, and then the theme words, is that this one? That's this one. And I believe, from what I've done here, scale, filtering, transform again. We should be able to put this one up above. It's kind of like layers in Photoshop. You've got many layers stacked on top of each other. And then we'll do the order, no, the transform. And we'll chop this bottom part right off, so you can't see that. Here's the word, and we'll put the word up on top. Where did it go? Oh, it went way down to the bottom. Why did it do that? There we go. And by doing that, here's this word, and we can put this down below there, but I guess we cut this one too far. Okay, so transform, edit, top, we're going to clip the top off. Oh man, oh that looks so much better. So much better. Okay, maybe should we center it? It's not exactly centered, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of right in between. That's fine. And then this one is centered pretty nicely. But the nice thing about it now is that it's below that subscribe button, and on an iPhone it's even below the where the dip down for the camera goes. So yeah, actually that works fine. And then I'm cutting off just the tiniest bit of some of the bottom letters, but that's, I mean, for where I'm sitting, I'm not like up too high. Yeah, that works so much better. Okay, and there's our puzzle. There is our puzzle. All right, now we get to go over the puzzle. And here, just for kicks, I'm going to take a screenshot of that so I can see what it looks like to you guys. It's a learning process. You're always learning. You're finding out new things. So avalanche, we figured out today's theme was ice packs. And ice packs, these are, the different hockey teams. So the spangram was hockey team, and we found that pretty easy. I first found the word shark, but actually it wasn't shark, it was sharks. And then I saw the spangram, hockey team. And then we saw, what did we see next? We saw jets, right? The jets and the sharks, that's pretty funny. Sharks and the jets, like West Side Story. And then devils. And then the lightning. And the avalanche. And the wild. Nice. Okay, and then we'll leave it off with the letterbox, our new and improved letterbox, which sadly I cannot show you because it's going to start me a new puzzle, and I'm not going to do that. So, I already took a screenshot of it earlier, though. But we did really well. It was a four-word puzzle, and I did it in 3 words. And I don't remember the 3 words. I do remember. The last word was panhandle, which turned out great. So, anyway, hey, thanks for putting up with me kind of figuring out those settings and stuff. Hopefully that works well, and it's going to aid in my retention. People will be like actually wanting to see my streams now because they can actually see the words and such. So if you enjoyed what you saw, then hit the like button. Subscribe, right, if you want to see this. We do this pretty much every day, not every single day. There are some days I miss. I missed during parent-teacher conferences, and I missed just here and there, a super busy day. But luckily, we've got this 5-day weekend. We don't have to be back to school until Wednesday, so I'll be with you pretty much every morning. Tuesday, we teachers do have to go back, but hopefully they'll make it fun. Sometimes they'll, bring breakfast, bagels or something, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, you guys are great. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.